Hi guys, Sanji Bell with My Fairy Treasures. Okay guys, I'm coming at you today with a mixed media project again with these mason jars from Dollar Tree. Okay, I've done one other one and I've been asked a couple of different times if I would do another video on this. So I'm going to do another one because I have two more to make. I'll just say I have two more to make. So what I like to do is I don't like to use this side. I don't even paint this side because if I give these as gifts or if you give as gifts, especially to a crafty person, they will just love the fact that they can turn this over and go, oh my God, you used the Dollar Tree mason jar pictures. So this is the side we're interested in. So we're going to use this side, okay? Just to kind of show you what these are going to look like. You know, I should have done my mason jars. Well, okay, I have these with the mixed media on them that we're going to do on the mason jars, but it's hanging up and I don't want to take it off my wall. So it's going to look, these are some of the mixed medias that I've done in the past. They're not on the mason jars, but I just wanted to show you. Okay. And I'm going to turn this around so you can see it. There we go. Because you guys, all right, I have finally had just learned how to use YouTube's editor like about 6 months ago. And I was jamming along with that. And all of a sudden they said they got rid of it. So now I'm having to learn a whole nother editor. So I can't turn my videos around like I did until I learned this new editor. And I'm already stuck. So you guys, this one, you're going to see things you're not going to see them the way I'm sitting. You're going to see it if you're sitting across from me. So hopefully that'll be okay. But I think I got my lighting situation under control because I had several comments about my lighting. And I know, because I'm in this, I have a craft room and then I have an art room. This art room, the lighting is crap. So I think I figured out my lighting issue in here. So hopefully that problem is solved. So in my next few videos, hopefully I can get the problem solved where I can turn my video around so that you guys are seeing it from my angle, not seeing it from as if you were looking across from me. But for now, that's how it has to be. Okay, so this is the other one. Just to kind of give you a sample of what we're going for. And we're going to be going for these colors, but it's going to be on these mason jars, okay? Mason jar pictures, and then that's how that looks that way. Okay, so I just wanted to give you guys those samples so you know where we're heading to. Plus, you guys saw the picture in the little icon when you guys brought this video up. Okay, let's get rid of I have this mirror because I have to use that to look into my camera. Somebody gave me that idea and it was genius. So whoever told me that, thank you so much. Okay, so what I've done, I've gotten myself started. So what I did, I got myself started here. I'm doing two at a time, and that's another idea, doing two at a time, because especially if you have gifts to get out, or you know what, if you just want to make these for your house and put them on your wall, which I've done several of those to put on my walls, two at a time, you can get more done a lot quicker and double the fun. Okay, so I went ahead and I've already glued down, pasted down, some just book pages, just torn up book pages. Oh, and all the stuff you can get from, almost all these things I'm going to use, you can get from Dollar Tree. So you get the mason jar pictures from Dollar Tree. A lot of you guys already have them. If you only have one or two and you can't find any more, you guys could draw this out on a heavy piece of foam board or some type of a cardboard. Cut it out and then and do it that way and just use the shape. Or keep one around so you can always have the shape of one of these. Or put this on a piece of poster board so you have the pattern, and then you can still use this one and you always have the pattern to do other stuff out of like poster board or cardboard. Okay, just wanted to give you guys that little idea. Okay, so now I'm just going to show you, we're at this point here, and with just putting book pages. Book pages you can get from Dollar Tree. You guys know, just get some books and books you don't want to read. You can start tearing them up. So I use Elmer's glue and just water it down. You can use Mod Podge. But you guys, I use so much of this kind of stuff. If I don't need to paint over it, which I'm going to paint over, but we're also going to do another step. So I don't need to make this a paintable surface. Mod Podge, it's not expensive, but it gets expensive when you're doing it on as much as I'm doing. So I just take Elmer's glue and water it down, and it makes the greatest Mod Podge ever, in my opinion. Plus, you can pick up big gallons of Elmer's glue from Joann's in the kids section. Use a 50 or 60 off, and you only pay like maybe $10 for that. So 10 or 12, something like that. Okay, so we got the first layer down, which is newspapers. Or not newspaper. You could use newspaper if you want. Is book pages. Get those at Dollar Tree. If you don't have some books at your house that you want to tear up, which I doubt you guys do. Most of us have books, we don't care if we tear them up. Okay, next we're going so the first layers are all about texture. So the next texture we're going to do is tissue paper. Again, you get the tissue paper at Dollar Tree. Or you have tissue paper at your house. You probably have some at your house. Okay, so we're going to take pieces of tissue paper. And I'm just going to start on one of these. And then I'll finish it up off camera. I've been doing that lately, and that makes the videos go so much quicker. And you guys don't have to sit there and watch me do mundane things. Okay, so here's the tissue paper. Make sure you guys are seeing what I'm doing. Okay. So, and if the tissue paper gets all crumbly or kind of starts getting wrinkly, perfect. Because the more wrinkles, the better. Because you're trying to create texture. So you don't really want the tissue paper to be smooth. Okay? You want it to be crinkly. We're trying to create layers and layers of texture. And I've noticed when I've given these out to people as gifts, they're like, oh my gosh, I love how there's so much texture. Well, there is a lot of texture. And we're just building up layers of texture. I call this art salvaged art. It's very Finnabar inspired, if you guys know what Finnabar is. That's the first place I saw this type of work, was Finnabar. And I love it. It's like my obsession. When you're using tissue paper, you don't have to worry about gluing down both sides. Because it's so thin, you can just put it on top and then the glue will go right through. Okay, so I'm not going to sit here and keep doing this on camera because you guys are getting the point. I'm going to finish up doing tissue paper on both of these, and then I'll be back when I have the tissue paper all over both. Okay, you guys, I have finished putting the tissue paper on. There's another layer of texture there. So now what I want to do is I want to start putting a layer of napkin. There are some napkins. If you don't have any napkins, they have them at Dollar Tree. They have these ones, okay? And they're actually a gorgeous napkin. Aren't those pretty? And they've had them, at least my Dollar Tree just always carries them. So what I like to do, let me just take this out of here for a second. What I like to do to separate a napkin, because we don't need the colorful side, believe it or not. You can save the beautiful side for another project, for your mixed media, other mixed media. You put a piece of tape right here, and you just go like this, and this will start to take the, well, it should, to take the second layer of the napkin off. Maybe I removed the second layer on this one. Oh, I think I did. Okay. Just a second, people. Just a second. Alright. I'm going to use a different napkin, but just know you can get those exact napkins at Dollar Tree. Okay. I'm going to show you how to take, but no matter what napkin it is, you can take the second layer off by using a piece of tape like this. You put it on and go like this. See? And it takes your second layer off. Okay? So this is just a quick, easy trick. If you've been on my channel before, you've seen it. And it just takes off that second layer very quickly. Then you can keep that part, that was your napkin, or the Dollar Tree napkin, and use that in a mixed media piece, which would be gorgeous. Okay? So let me just grab some more, because I'll need more than just that one napkin. Let me get rid of this piece. Okay. Again, take it from the corner, and there we go. That, and then there's your napkin there. Okay. So, let's go ahead and put this back. Let me just make sure that you guys can see. Like I'm in frame. Yep, I'm in frame. Okay. And the lighting looks good from what, and this is the other thing with my lighting. It's weird because I'll think my lighting is fine, and then I look at the video, I'm like, darn it, my lighting is not fine. So anyway, lighting is one of the hardest things, but hopefully I got it right this time. Anyway, you take the napkin, just like you did the tissue paper, and just start going like this. And let it get wrinkled up. Don't try to put it on all perfect. Ripping it is always a good idea, so you get that texture on the ends, too, of the napkin. So you're just going to, that's all you're going to do. Just take pieces of napkin. Try to get close to the edges, but not going over, because you want to keep the form of the mason jar. Okay. So again, I won't sit here and do the whole thing because that's going to get kind of mundane. But you can just see, now you can see now this is our third layer. So we did book page, then we did tissue paper, and now we're doing napkins. And so far, everything has been from the Dollar Tree. You don't even have to buy that whole gallon of glue. You can also, of course, get your glue at Dollar Tree. They sell school glue there. Just take the school glue and water it down. And actually, it's actually cheaper not to buy your school glue at Dollar Tree, especially when at the beginning of the school year, they have bottles of glue like $3 for $1. That's really your cheapest way, and it's not at Dollar Tree. That's like at Walmart and stuff. So if you ever want to take advantage of that sale and just get a bunch of school glue for your artwork like this, at Walmart at the beginning of the school year when you see the bottles $3 for $1. I hope they still have them $3 for $1. Maybe they have them $2 for $1 now. It's been like a couple of years. It's been, I don't know, 3 years since I bought in, 3 or 4 years, 3 years since I bought in school supplies because my kids are all grown up now. But I know I used to be able to buy it $3 or $4 for $1. Maybe it's $2 for $1 now. Who knows? But it's cheap when the school supply section. Okay, so I went ahead and did get the tissue paper all over this entire side here. So off camera, I'm going to napkin. I did go ahead and do that. All completed this mason jar. So I'm going to go ahead and complete this mason jar off camera, and then we'll come back. And also, this is the other thing I have to do too. I have to let this dry. Oh, actually, I'm not going to let it dry yet. There'll be one other thing we'll do, and then we'll let it dry. Okay, so I'll be right back. Okay, guys. Where we're at now is I have gotten the back of the napkin on both of them. So we've created 3 layers of texture. Now we're going to create another layer of texture. Okay, I'm going to use this stuff. You get this in the Halloween section at Dollar Tree. Okay? I've already been using it, so. But you guys recognize this stuff. It's in the Halloween section. They have it right now. So if you can and you see it, pick up 4 or 5 of these because you'll have enough texture all year to do your projects, your mixed media projects. Because this stuff, it's like muslin, but it has a different texture than muslin. And I love it. So I picked up I probably have 10 of them now. Honestly, because I keep picking them up. So anyway, you need some of this stuff. Or if you don't, if suppose you go there and you can't find it, you can always get muslin from Walmart. They carry muslin. Grocery stores carry muslin. Oh, and the muslin at Walmart is in the fabric section. It's not in the kitchen section. Because you also can use muslin in the kitchen, but it's in the fabric section. I remember when I was looking for it one time, I was like frustrated. Okay. You guys, I'll be right back. Oh, never mind. I was looking for some scissors. I got them. I have some. Okay, so you're just going to cut off a small piece. Just making sure my camera's still going. Yeah. Okay, so I'm just going to cut off a small piece like this. And I'm just going to lay it down like that. Okay. Lay it down however. You don't want, this is what's cool about this type of work. You don't want perfection. The more imperfect, the better. You want texture. So you just gonna lay it down like this. It's already still, it has tons of layer of glue down here, so it's probably gonna lay down pretty easily. Because you're still working, it's still wet and gluey and sticky from all your other layers. Okay. There we go. And then cut off some more. You guys, I have it in my lap right now, so sorry you guys can't see me cutting it, but it's in my lap and I'm just cutting pieces off. Okay, so here's some more. We'll put that right there. Okay. And it lays down pretty easily because it already has a bunch of glue on here from the other textures, like I said. Now let's suppose that you can't get back to this, like after you do the napkin and it dries. Put some glue down first, then put it on top, and then put some more glue on top of that. But since I'm working right on top of what we did last, it's still very sticky. So we don't have to do that. Okay, here's some more. I'm going to put right here. Okay. This is creating the coolest texture. Just beautiful. How much time do we have? Okay, so let's just go ahead and do a couple more of these. So what we're going to do after this, we're going to have to let this dry. It's probably going to have to dry basically overnight because there's a lot of layers. So after you do that, let it dry overnight. Or at least if it's, if you're doing this in the morning, give it 4 or 5 hours. It'll probably be dry. That's one thing I like about living in Arizona. In the summertime, I hate the heat. Actually, I don't, Arizona. I used to live in Arizona. I live in Las Vegas. Same heat. In the summer, you can put this out for an hour with all these layers of glue. And 30 minutes to an hour, it would be dry. I'm not even joking. That's how freaking hot and dry it is here. It's insane. But right now, we have good weather now. It's like 70 during the day now, right now. And pretty soon it'll be colder than that. So it'll take a long, take overnight to dry. And I won't be able to put it outside. I'll have to leave it inside. So anyway, the next step after this is going to be building up texture with pieces of cardboard and like pieces of cardboard like this. Okay? Corrugated cardboard, regular cardboard, some muslin. Okay? All these things you can get from Dollar Tree or from your house. Also, I might throw in, I'm also for texture, going to put these leaves in too. Now, it looks crazy because I'm using all these different colors. At the end, everything will be gessoed, or I will use, what's the stuff called? Kills. I'll explain kills then, and it will all be whited out before we do the coloring part. But I'm getting ahead of myself. So, let me finish this up off camera. Then I'm going to let this dry overnight. And then when I come back, we'll be ready to put the next layer of texture on, which is what I just showed you. Okay? So I'll see you guys in a little bit.